The hip-hop world was thrown into chaos today as one of the genre's biggest names shockingly announced his retirement from rap, and fans are pointing to one explosive reason: an alleged $800,000 gambling debt. Across social media, headlines, and forums, listeners are reeling. How could a global superstar, one of the best-selling artists of his generation, step away from music at the peak of his influence? And why now? Rumors began circulating hours before the announcement. Whispers of bets gone wrong, high stakes at luxury casinos, and frantic calls to industry insiders. Drake, a household name for over a decade, suddenly looked vulnerable in a way fans had never seen. Unlike album rollouts or carefully crafted marketing moments, this situation felt raw, unfiltered, and full of real-world consequences. What started as speculation snowballed into constant trending topics, as insiders, bettors, and armchair analysts pieced together a picture of mounting losses and mounting pressure. For years, Drake has worn success like a badge of honor, chart-topping albums, sold-out tours, and collaborations with the biggest artists on the planet. But behind the scenes, there were signs that something was off: late-night social posts hinting at stress, cryptic interview responses, and increasingly personal lyrics that hinted at a life lived under pressure. Now, with a reported $800,000 in gambling losses, fans are asking, is this retirement a strategic exit, a forced break, or a consequence of unchecked risk? The alleged debt isn't pocket change. It's a life-altering amount, even for someone of Drake's status. And in a world where image is everything, this revelation could reshape how audiences see one of the most meticulously curated personas in music. Critics argue that gambling has become a silent epidemic among entertainers, a lifestyle fueled by late-night access, disposable income, and the adrenaline rush of high stakes. Supporters, meanwhile, say Drake might be using this narrative as a smokescreen for burnout, creative fatigue, or deeper personal issues. Whatever the truth, one thing is certain: this is not a typical retirement announcement. It's a story tangled with fame, risk, money, and vulnerability, and the fallout is only just beginning. The question on everyone's lips now isn't just why Drake retired. It's what this means for his legacy, his life, and the future of celebrity culture. Behind the headlines and streaming numbers lies a side of Drake few people have seen. Sources indicate that his gambling habits escalated over the past year, beginning as casual high-stakes games among friends and quickly turning into serious financial exposure. Reports suggest wagers took place at elite casinos and private rooms, where stakes often reach six figures per night. What started as entertainment reportedly became a pressure-filled environment, blending adrenaline, risk, and an expectation to maintain control, an environment ripe for miscalculations. Friends and insiders claim that losses compounded faster than anticipated. One bad streak reportedly triggered panic, leading to increasingly aggressive bets in an attempt to recover funds. With a cumulative debt rumored to reach $800,000, the stakes moved from manageable to overwhelming. The weight of financial responsibility, combined with public visibility, allegedly influenced Drake's decision to step back from music. Observers note that gambling at this scale is not just a fiscal challenge. It carries emotional and psychological consequences that ripple across personal and professional life. The impact extends beyond money. Gambling of this magnitude can create tension in relationships, disrupt routines, and affect decision-making. People close to Drake reportedly noticed increased stress, sleepless nights, and signs of frustration, hinting that the pressure may have begun to interfere with his creative process. Studio sessions, promotional commitments, and collaborations demand focus and consistency, and insiders suggest that gambling-related anxiety threatened to undermine his performance and reputation. Additionally, public perception plays a critical role. When celebrities face financial controversies, every action is scrutinized. Fans, media outlets, and peers dissect social media activity, interviews, and appearances for signs of instability. Even without formal confirmation, speculation alone can amplify stress and complicate personal recovery. For Drake, whose image has long been carefully managed, the combination of private losses and public awareness could create a tension impossible to ignore. This situation also raises broader questions about risk culture in celebrity circles. Access to wealth, exclusive venues, and high-pressure entertainment environments can create conditions where gambling escalates rapidly. Drake's case may highlight how even those with immense resources are vulnerable when stakes are high, judgment is compromised, and accountability is limited. The combination of fame, financial pressure, and personal ambition forms a perfect storm that few can navigate without repercussions. Experts suggest that the aftermath of such a scenario often involves significant reflection. Financial management, mental health support, and professional guidance are essential to regain stability. For Drake, the alleged debt and the decision to retire simultaneously may provide space to reassess priorities, regain control over personal choices, and rebuild momentum in a less stressful context. Yet, the consequences, both public and private, will likely linger for months, influencing how fans, collaborators, and the industry interpret this chapter of his life. The story is not just about numbers. It's about the human side of risk, fame, and vulnerability. Drake's retirement in the wake of these allegations offers a rare glimpse into the pressures that accompany superstardom and the fragility behind even the most polished public image. Drake's unexpected exit from the rap scene sent shockwaves throughout the music world. Beyond the immediate headlines about gambling debt, the retirement raises questions about his long-term influence, ongoing projects, and the stability of his brand. For an artist whose career has been meticulously curated over more than a decade, stepping away at this moment is unprecedented. Analysts are weighing the potential ripple effects on collaborations, record labels, and streaming numbers, all while fans try to reconcile the superstar persona with very human vulnerabilities. This break from music isn't just a hiatus, it alters momentum. Drake has been synonymous with chart domination, cultural relevance, and industry leadership. His absence will create space for emerging artists to rise and competitors to fill the void he leaves in the mainstream conversation. Record labels and promoters may have to rethink release schedules, tour plans, and marketing campaigns originally centered on his presence. In essence, his retirement sends shockwaves that extend far beyond personal finances, impacting the broader ecosystem of contemporary hip-hop. There's also the narrative of influence and cultural authority to consider. Drake has long been a tastemaker, shaping trends and breaking new artists through features and collaborations. Removing himself from the scene, even temporarily, means losing the daily imprint he exerts over the genre. This absence could shift attention toward other voices, changing not only the music being released but also the conversations fans and critics engage in. Hip-hop thrives on visibility and consistency, and a sudden withdrawal creates a vacuum that may redefine the industry's landscape. Fans are processing a mix of disbelief, concern, and speculation. Some see the retirement as a strategic pause, a moment for Drake to recalibrate creatively while addressing personal matters. Others fear it signals deeper issues, whether tied to financial strain, mental health, or burnout. Regardless, the timing of the decision, coinciding with reports of significant gambling debt, casts a shadow over the narrative, making it difficult to separate artistic choice from personal circumstance. Finally, this situation challenges the traditional understanding of legacy. Drake's accomplishments are extraordinary, yet even legendary figures are vulnerable to personal miscalculations. The gambling allegations and sudden retirement humanize him in ways the public rarely witnesses, emphasizing that career milestones do not immunize anyone from risk or consequence. How Drake navigates this chapter, whether he returns stronger, reinvents himself, or steps back permanently, will influence how both fans and industry insiders evaluate his enduring impact on music and culture. The moment Drake announced his retirement, industry insiders began reassessing his position not just as an artist, but as a figure whose influence spans labels, streaming platforms, and cultural movements. A retirement announcement of this magnitude doesn't happen in isolation. Behind the scenes, managers, promoters, and collaborators are recalculating contracts, tour schedules, and marketing plans. The ripple effects extend far beyond Drake himself. They affect colleagues, collaborators, and even the broader market of hip-hop culture. Financial and emotional pressures are closely intertwined. The alleged $800,000 gambling debt, combined with the stress of maintaining a global superstar image, creates a perfect storm. Experts note that high-stakes gambling can induce anxiety, disrupt focus, and strain personal relationships. In Drake's case, the added responsibility of being a business icon and brand representative amplifies these challenges. Industry professionals suggest that even for someone of his stature, the combination of public scrutiny and private financial obligations can become overwhelming, impacting both mental health and creative output. Reactions within the music industry are mixed. Some peers express support, framing the decision as a responsible step to prioritize well-being. Others speculate on whether the retirement is temporary or permanent, and what it signals about the sustainability of celebrity lifestyles built on constant visibility. Collaborators and label executives face uncertainty. Projects that were in progress may need adjustments, while endorsements and appearances might be renegotiated to account for Drake's new focus on personal matters. Fans, meanwhile, are split between concern and curiosity. Social media platforms are flooded with speculation. Discussions range from possible comebacks to career reinvention. Many are questioning how this decision will affect Drake's legacy, while others ponder the deeper issue: how fame, wealth, and accessibility to high-risk environments intersect in ways that can destabilize even the most successful individuals. This conversation underscores a larger narrative about the human side of celebrity, where financial missteps can rapidly become headline news and cultural talking points. Looking ahead, the next steps for Drake are unclear. There is potential for financial restructuring, personal reflection, or even creative reinvention. Some insiders suggest this break could ultimately enhance his artistry, giving him space to reimagine his sound and brand without the relentless pressure of public expectation. Others caution that public perception may complicate any return, as audiences often remember both achievements and controversies. Whatever unfolds, this chapter serves as a vivid reminder. Superstardom doesn't equate to immunity from risk, and even those at the pinnacle of success are vulnerable to the pressures of money, media, and personal choices. Drake's sudden retirement has sparked intense debate over how this moment will shape his legacy. For an artist who has dominated streaming charts and set records across the globe, stepping away at this stage is unprecedented. The combination of financial strain and personal challenges forces a re-evaluation of how fame intersects with responsibility. While his accomplishments remain undeniable, this chapter adds a new layer to public perception, one that blends vulnerability, accountability, and human fallibility with his musical brilliance. The industry is watching closely. Executives, managers, and other artists are taking note of how high-profile figures handle personal crises under the microscope. There is a growing recognition that fame and wealth don't insulate anyone from risk. Drake's situation highlights the importance of financial oversight, mental health support, and the need to balance career ambitions with personal stability. For aspiring artists, this episode may serve as a cautionary tale. Superstardom is glamorous, but it comes with pressures that require vigilance, discipline, and guidance. Fans are grappling with mixed emotions. Social media is flooded with tributes to his achievements, speculation about a comeback, and concern for his well-being. Many express hope that he can recover from this setback and return to music stronger than ever. Others question whether the gamble, the debt, and the abrupt retirement signal deeper personal or creative fatigue. Public sentiment shows a mix of admiration, empathy, and critical reflection, underscoring how invested audiences are in both his art and his persona. Peers and collaborators have also weighed in, highlighting the human side of Drake's journey. Support from fellow artists and friends emphasizes that even those at the pinnacle of success face challenges that are often invisible to the public. Behind closed doors, conversations about balance, accountability, and resilience are taking place, indicating that the ripple effects extend far beyond headlines. The music community is witnessing how personal choices intersect with professional obligations in real time, offering lessons that go beyond financial missteps. Ultimately, this moment in Drake's life and career is a defining one, not for the money lost, but for how it illuminates the pressures of fame, creative output, and personal decision-making. Whether he chooses to return to music, focus on personal recovery, or reinvent his career, this episode will be remembered as a rare glimpse into the complexities behind a superstar's life. For fans, critics, and the industry alike, it serves as a reminder that even icons are human, and even the most carefully curated lives can face sudden, dramatic challenges. Drake's shocking retirement has left fans, critics, and the music industry stunned. The alleged $800,000 gambling debt adds a layer of complexity, showing that even global superstars are not immune to financial risk and personal challenges. This moment is about more than just music. It's a glimpse into the pressures, vulnerabilities, and high-stakes lifestyle behind the fame. How Drake navigates this period could redefine his legacy, reshape his career, and influence the broader hip-hop landscape. Will he return stronger, reinvent himself, or step away permanently? The world is watching, analyzing every move, and speculating about the next chapter. For fans, this is a reminder that icons are human, and success doesn't shield anyone from consequence. Stay tuned, because Drake's journey is far from over, and the story behind the headlines could change everything you thought you knew about the superstar.